Life is not that serious. I feel like in your 20s you have a lot of pressure, but everything is gonna be fine. Try new things, passion projects, side projects, however you want to call it, and don't be afraid if it doesn't work, because okay, let's see how this goes. I'm trying something new. I'm excited. Let's go straight to the point, because this is what cool YouTubers and successful YouTubers do. So let's go. This is just water. I was listening to a podcast recently. You don't care. Let's just go even more straight to the topic. 20s. I'm 31, and I've been hearing a lot lately about what's the best way to spend your 30s. Your 20s. There's no best way to spend your 20s. The bad thing about growing up in this day and age in 2025 is that social media and internet in general is making it so difficult or so easy for people to compare to others, and there's so many paths you can take during your 20s and during your whole life, but I'm going to focus on your 20s. So it's impossible to create the perfect journey for you, because there's no perfect journey. If you have to remember one thing, there's no perfect way to spend your 20s. Just enjoy, but also work hard, and also have fun, and also be responsible. And there's a lot of things that you need to do, but the most important thing is enjoy yourself. You're never gonna go back to your 20s same way that when you're 30s, and when you're reaching 40s you're not going back to your 30s. Like, there's a lot of pressure when you are in your 20s, because they're supposed to be the golden era of your life, basically. That's great if it is, but if it isn't, better times will come. Like, let's take the pressure off of your 20s, because it can be a lot, and it doesn't has to. Work hard, again, but also enjoy yourself, but work hard. In my case, personally, I started working as soon as I finished my college degrees. At 21, I started in an office job, and this is how I did it, but there's a million paths that you can take. I would say work hard, because young people have a bad rep, and when I started working, I really wanted to prove that they didn't make a mistake by hiring me. So I was doing some extra hours, and I was showing up, and I was showing face, and I was giving my all, at least for the first year. After I proved my worth, I guess, I got a bit more relaxed. I was still working hard, but mostly during my working hours, not so much extra hours. But at the beginning, I really wanted to prove that they didn't make a mistake by hiring me, because there's a lot of pressure when they hire you, because they could hire a much experienced person, a much older person, but no, they hire the person freshly out of college. So yeah, this is more personal, but I really wanted to prove that hiring young people is not a mistake. It should be the thing that they do, because we can work really hard, and maybe we're still learning because we just started working, but we are really capable of absolutely everything. Second point, I guess, get your studies in check. And maybe this is a bit of a hot topic, but again, personally, I talk about my experience. I don't know if I said it, but I'm 31, and my 20s were kind of a lot, but I'm really happy overall with them. I follow the usual path. I did my college years while I started when I was 18, and I finished when I was 21. And some of the options were to continue with my master's or starting working. I really wanted to get some professional experience when I was 21, so I decided to at least try and attempt to have a job, and I did it. And after working, I think for a year or for 2 years with my own money, with my own income, this was really important for me. I didn't want my parents to keep paying for my studies. I wanted to do it on my own terms and with my own money. Really grateful to my parents for allowing me to just study while I was doing my bachelor's degree. But after my bachelor's degree, I decided to just do it on my own. So I worked for a couple of years, and after a couple of years, I decided that I wanted to study a postgraduate degree and a master's degree after that. And I'm really happy I did that after taking a break from my bachelor's. So I did my bachelor's, I worked for a couple of years, and then I went back to study while I was working full time, really important. It was a lot because I was working 8 hours a day, and then in the afternoons I was going to school. My master's was online, but my postgraduate degree, like this thing between bachelor's and master's, I had to go to class. And it was a lot, but when you are young, you have the energy, you have the skills mentally, but I think you should go for it and you should do absolutely everything you can. So working full time and studying almost full time at the same time, it was a lot, but I don't regret it, because then when you are older, you are really grateful for your younger self. I know a lot of people that are studying their masters or even their bachelors when they are older in life, and that's great, that's amazing. But if you can do that when you are younger, that's absolutely amazing, because you're never gonna regret studying anything. Your 20s are to work hard and to get the skills that you need, but also it's time to enjoy yourself. Like, don't get these people saying that you need to grind, that you need to just work really hard, get too much in your head. You also need to enjoy yourself. This is why the 20s, they are quite difficult for a lot of people, because they say that you need to work really hard, but you also need to enjoy yourself, and you need to travel the world, and you need to be with friends, and you need to have relationships, and you need to start passion projects, and you need to, I don't know, invest and spend time with family. Like, it can be a lot, and I get it, but try to do everything you want and don't get stressed about it. But also don't forget about the people around you. Like, go out with your friends, that's completely fine, and don't forget about your family. Like, spend time with the people that you love the most during your 20s, during your 30s, during your teenage years. Like, the people that are around you and that you care about, they are really, really important. So spend time with them. I'm not saying go out every weekend if you don't want to, because that's another thing. When you are in your 20s, there's a lot of pressure that you need to just drink a lot and party every weekend and all of that. I've never been like that. I had the pressure a little bit maybe when I was in college and after college, but it was not my thing. I did it for a while, it was fun, but again, I knew that it was not for me. But I did it just so I wouldn't regret it in the future. But yeah, if you like it, do it. If not, that's completely fine, as long as you're not wasting your time just doing nothing. I think every path is correct. Fourth point, for me, it was really important to start getting to know myself, learning the things that I like, the things that I don't like, and also about, this is gonna sound a bit obnoxious, but getting into routines, getting into the ways of living life that I like. There was a time in my life that I was, again, working full time, studying full time, but I also was meeting my friends and I had a relationship. So there was a lot going on at the same time. And I wanted to do it all. And I had the energy because I was young, and I'm still young. 31 is not old, but I was younger. So I was waking up really early. I was studying Japanese for some reason, because I wanted to study Japanese. I did like 4 or 5 years on Duolingo. I don't remember, but still I wanted to do it at the time. I don't regret it. So I was waking up really early to do a little bit of Duolingo every morning. I was going to work for 8 hours, then I was going maybe to the gym or maybe to school, and the other days maybe I was meeting some friends or meeting my boyfriend. There was a lot going on, but it taught me a lot of lessons that if you want to, if you're doing things that you enjoy, you will find the time. And it's really important to have a structure, to have your routines. And if you have to, you need to wake up early, maybe sacrifice a little bit of sleep. Again, maybe a little bit of a hot topic, but if you need to sleep less during a time in your life, you just have to. Of course, if you can sleep and do everything else, that's perfect. That's the way to do it. But sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do, and that's completely fine. But I don't encourage sacrificing sleep as much as possible. Really important as well to learn about yourself and to get structure that you need every now and then, because it will help you in the long run. It will help you in the future. Point 5, self-worth is absolutely important. Personally, I feel like I had a lot of people around me letting me know that I was worth it, and whatever happens at work or whatever I do in life, it's really important to just remember your worth. Your worth doesn't equal your work. Your worth doesn't equal your routines or your studies or whatever. Your worth is about yourself and the things that you do, and we always need to remember that we are worth it and we are deserving of whatever you want, and you can work hard to get it. What I was saying at the beginning with social media and with internet in general, it's really easy to compare yourself to others and kind of forget your values and forget the things that you want, especially during your 20s, because you can open Instagram or TikTok. In your 20s, everyone around you will be doing different stuff, and all of them are acceptable. Maybe some friends are having kids, maybe some friends are having promotions, maybe others are starting their own startups, their own businesses. Like, there's a million things that your friends will be doing, so it's really difficult to focus on yourself and the things that you want. Just remember that whatever you're doing, as long as you're trying your best and doing the best that you can every day, that's okay. And there's a lot of different journeys, different paths, and all of them are fine. Just don't forget that each individual has their own journey and their own goals, and you have your own, so focus on those and do the best that you can. Maybe it's also good exercise if you see someone and you feel kind of jealous in a way, like try to stop for a second, sit with those feelings. Like, why are you jealous? Is it because you really dislike this person? Is it because you want what this person is having? Like, go a little bit deeper. It will help you to know the things that you really want. And maybe if you see someone traveling all the time, maybe that's something that you want to do yourself. There's no need to be jealous. You just need to travel on your own terms. And also remember that social media is fake as touch grass every now and then. Go outside and don't get sucked on social media, because you only see the shiny things. Point 6, related to work, what I was saying before, it's also really fun to start your own side projects or passion projects, call it however you want, because during your 20s, ideally, you will have some time and a lot of energy after work. So this is the perfect time to try new stuff. I'll put some examples. My flatmate at the time, she had their own company about interior designing, and she's like, oh, you're doing social media? I would like to put my social media in check. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can try to run your Instagram for a little bit and let's see what happens. And I did that. It was a bit of a because I worked, she was not paying me, but still I don't regret it, because it was just something different to do, some experience, and I had my full-time job, so the bills were getting paid. But yeah, I was trying different things. I also was building my own website from scratch with WordPress, with some courses, but from scratch, and that was super fun. At some point I thought, maybe if I write a lot on this blog, I can make some money out of that. It never happened, but still I had fun. I was learning new skills, so no time was wasted. At some other point, I was also having a podcast with some friends, and we were doing it every week, and we were thinking that at some point it was gonna blow up and a lot of people would know about it. We would get like brands sponsoring us and all of that. Spoiler, it never happened, but still I was talking with my friends. We were learning new skills once again, and it was really fun. So what I'm trying to say is that try new things, passion projects, side projects, however you want to call it, and don't be afraid if it doesn't work, because that's okay. In my case, I decided to do all of these passion projects while I had my full-time job. But yeah, I guess it's also fine to quit your job and go full on to your side projects, because worst case scenario, you just need to look for another job. So yeah, life is not that serious. I feel like in your 20s you have a lot of pressure, but everything is gonna be fine. So be responsible, work, be independent, all of that, but also enjoy and have fun, because this is really important. I will leave it at that, because there was quite a lot of things, but I'm happy with the content. So thank you for watching. If you are right now in your 20s and watching this video because you're stressed, because you want the answer to all these questions, there's no answer. Like, you can watch a million videos, but nobody's gonna give you the answer on a silver plate, because that's your life and you need to decide what to do. If you want to go more in the lock in and work a lot, that's completely fine. If you want to go more on the party animal and being a lot with friends, not focusing so much about work, that's also fine. And eventually life will figure itself out again, as you are building at least the basis, the foundation. Like, have a job, don't rely on a lot of people, be the most independent that you can, have a good circle around you, work hard, at least at times, but also have fun. And now I'm repeating myself, so I will stop. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this helps. Again, I'm 31, so I feel like I've been really recent in my 20s. I have some regrets like everyone, but overall I'm quite happy with how I live them. So yeah, there's that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and all this stuff. See you soon.